What's up everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Travel TLDR, which stands for Too Long Didn't Read. So instead of reading all those numerous blogs all over the place and trying to figure out what's going on in travel and what you need to stay on top of, we're going to summarize all of it right here on this series or show or whatever we're going to call it. And this name may change. We're going to try something new. So make sure you follow us on Instagram and also hit the notification button so you know when we drop the latest episode. This is episode 1, and this is for the week of February 15th, 2021. I have to get my notes because first time we're doing this. Okay, so last month we saw the CDC implemented a new requirement for international travel. If anyone's coming from abroad, you have to have proof of a negative COVID-19 test 72 hours prior to your departure or journey, leaving that country or destination, coming back to the United States. This applies to everyone, even US citizens and residents, so keep that in mind. There is a caveat, however, where you don't have to have the test if you had a positive COVID-19 test result followed by being cleared by a medical doctor and you've had that done in the past 3 months. Because if you've had COVID-19, then most likely you will test positive even up to 3 months after your infection has been cleared. So just keep that in mind. Now, there was some speculation and rumor last week around the Biden administration looking into implementing a new domestic COVID-19 requirement for air travel. As of Friday, there was a report out of the White House from the administration that that's not the case, so nothing is going to change for a while. There's got some negative pushback from the airlines, such as Delta CEO Ed Bastian was saying this would be a horrible blow to the airline industry. And while we're fans of testing and making sure we're all traveling safely, for reference, last month it took 5 to 7 days to get a COVID result in California. And I think until we scale and get things up to speed, that's just going to be kind of hard to implement. So just a heads up, nothing changing right now for domestic travel. So as you can probably tell, I'm coming to you from sunny and very hot Miami, Florida. It's 82 degrees out and I'm actually sweating in the sun. Most of the country is being impacted this week by a massive cold front and Arctic air coming down, so I won't be rerouting through Dallas for upgrades because they're gonna have, I guess, a storm of a century. So anyway, the point is that it feels nice and tropical here, and the local counties, Miami-Dade County and Broward County, are getting concerned about next month, which is March 2021, which is spring break, right? So if you're thinking about spring break travel, keep in mind these local areas and hotspots for spring break are concerned about what happened last year and some of the super spreading COVID-19 events, so they're working on a few new things. So for example, in South Beach, the city manager, we're not gonna go into that. Basically, there's gonna be some local restrictions and items such as coolers, inflatable devices, tents, tables, backpacks, speakers, some of the typical like beach party accessories. There's going to be these checkpoints down at South Beach where you're being checked by City Beach Ambassador, and they're basically gonna look for those items. They're trying to keep the partying down and keep the spreading of COVID-19 down. It's really just for our safety. That's gonna take effect on February 22nd and it'll last through April 12th. So if you're coming down to Miami, just keep that in mind if you're heading to the beach. Another South Beach news, this is the grand opening weekend of the Moxy South Beach. I actually flew in to do a review of the hotel and check it out. And we had dinner at Serena, and the reason I mentioned that is Serena's actually making some waves on the local food blogs down here in Miami. So if you're down in the area, it was absolutely delicious. Definitely check it out. That's worth noting. It's 2 blocks off of South Beach. So whether you're coming down here for spring break or anything, keep that in mind. It's a great way. It's a brand new, amazing, clean hotel, and it's got rooftop views of both downtown Miami, South Beach, and it just goes on. So make sure you check out that review. We're going to drop that shortly. But it's worth noting, if you're planning to come down south, get out of that cold weather that's hitting the rest of the country and enjoy South Florida, definitely keep that in mind. Hope the wind isn't too bad. Now, we want this to have an update of not only hotels and things that are going on, but also cards. So we want to make sure we cover that as well. Now, since this is the first show, we thought we'd start with the Platinum card from American Express. This card actually has a lot of benefits that have been updated for 2021, starting with $180 of PayPal credits. Now, how this works is that each month you'll get a $30 statement credit on your American Express bill if you use your American Express Platinum card anywhere that accepts a PayPal, and it is a US PayPal merchant. It's very technical, but basically what it is, if you started in January through June, you'll get $30 a month, which adds up to 180 bucks. A lot of major retailers actually surprisingly take PayPal, but for us, we're going to use that credit to support some small businesses who really could use some help right now with the whole pandemic. The other thing worth noting is the American Express Platinum card also has a $100 Best Buy credit and a $100 Home Depot credit. So the way these work, it's if you spend $50 or more, you'll get a statement credit for $50. This is an Amex offer, so you're gonna have to make sure you add that to the card on your profile. We've actually heard some success stories through some of the Facebook groups around people spending over $100 at Home Depot or Best Buy and then getting a full $100 credit. So it's a little unclear as to whether you absolutely have to spend $50 in 2 transactions to claim the full credit or not, but it looks like you can probably just spend $100. The other thing worth noting is you can't use this in store, and in-store pickup, your mileage may vary. So some reports of people doing in-store pickup and being unsuccessful, some reports people are successful. The safest way to use this credit is going to be to take the Amex offer, add it to your account, order something online, have it shipped to you. And that's right there between those 3 options, PayPal, Best Buy, and Home Depot. That's $380 in credits in addition to the already $500 in annual benefits that the Platinum card from American Express already offers. Those benefits, if you're not familiar with this card, are $200 a year in Uber credits, $200 in airline incidental fee credits, $100 in Saks Fifth Avenue. That's again 50 bucks for H1 or H2, so that's January through July, and then July through December, fine print there. I think that's it. It's a lot to keep track of. So overall, we're finding $880 worth of credit already in the beginning of 2021. And remember, the annual fee is 550 bucks, but right off the bat, you're already ahead by $330. So the Platinum card from American Express, in our opinion, is an absolute must-have card, even if you're not traveling and using the massive benefits of the Cherry Lounge and the 5X on travel. That's a whole other topic. But the key news here is the additional credits both PayPal, Amex offer for Best Buy and Home Depot on top of your normal American Express Platinum card benefits. So the new credits do end in June, so keep that in mind. Don't let them go to waste because that's a major savings right there. Now, another card that hasn't been talked about a whole lot recently is the American Express Bonvoy Brilliant card. So this card actually has a targeted offer of $50 when you spend $200 or more at a Marriott between now and April. So absolutely check your offers if you have that card, because that can save you 50 bucks. I mean, that's 25% right there. Is that 25%? Yeah, that's 25% right there off of Marriott stay. Now, something very interesting about the American Express Bonvoy Brilliant card and Marriott right now is they actually went ahead and added, if you check your Marriott Bonvoy account, they actually added 50% of all of your elite nights from 2020 are already being given to you for 2021 towards this year's status qualification. So that means if you had 30 elite nights, which you can get using the American Express Bonvoy Brilliant card combined with the American Express Bonvoy business card, right there you get 30 elite night credits every year without having to stay at a hotel. If you use those two, you'll automatically be receiving 15 elite night credits towards 2021. And if you add in those same credits for this year, that gives you 45 elite night credits without having to stay in a hotel once. On top of that, that means that you're 5 nights away from hitting platinum status or 30 nights away from hitting titanium. What makes this even more interesting is that right now through April, Marriott has a promotion. If you go on your Marriott app, you can enroll in it or go on the website, where they're gonna give you double elite night credits. That means if you stay at a hotel for 2 nights, you get 4 nights. So you see how this quickly adds up. And that effectively means if you're using our strategy of combining the American Express Bonvoy Brilliant card with the American Express Bonvoy Business card, and you have your 50% carryover, so you're at 45 nights, so you need 5 nights to hit platinum, right? Well, now you only need 3 because of this promotion that gives you 2x nights. So essentially by spending 3 nights in a hotel in the next couple months, you can hit platinum status for 2021, which is key because that is the threshold you need in order to get the complimentary breakfast and all the upgrades and all those other benefits, which is beyond the scope of this little update. So just keep that in mind to make sure you take advantage of these things, because it's never been easier to qualify for elite status than it is right now. Okay, so that wraps it up for this week's episode. Thank you so much for watching our first episode of Travel TLDR. Like I said, this is the very first one. We might change the name, we might change the format. We're gonna be in a different location. It's all dynamic, we're all learning. So what we really need from you is to make sure you give us your feedback. So just comment down below or send us a DM. Let us know what you think, what we can do different, what we can do better. We're always looking to improve. We don't want this to get boring. We want to just deliver value. We want this to be in your feed. And to make that happen, make sure you follow us on Instagram at PointsPassport. Also turn on notifications so that when we post the episodes, you'll know right away. And you don't have to spend all of these hours reading all these blogs and trying to figure this out. You just simply watch our video. So thanks so much for watching Travel TLDR. I'm gonna go enjoy the fun in the sun in Miami. And I guess, yeah, stay warm this week because it's gonna be cold most of the country. All right, see you next time.